Want to be an astronaut when you grow up? Well, so did I. It is, after all, one of the most stereotypical you can be whatever you want to be occupations when you were growing up. As fascinating as the idea of traveling to space is, I was just as fascinated by the idea of the science behind space travel. According to the article, What is Plutonium-238 by NASA.com, plutonium is a metallic chemical element with a silvery white color. It's a radioactive metal, and it's found in only the tiniest of quantities naturally. According to the article Plutonium by worldnuclear.org, it is a valuable energy source. But because it's found so rare in nature, scientists have had to come up with man-made versions of it. These man-made variants can be used to power spacecrafts, they can be used for nuclear weapons, and they can be used as fuel in regular reactors. Specifically, the ones that are used to power spacecrafts is called plutonium-38, and it's actually a black silvery color. And this is what it actually looks like when it's like totally melted. So that's why it's not black. According to the article, NASA's plutonium problem could end deep space exploration, written by Dave Mosher for Wired.com. A relatively $10 to $20 million could be used to yield 3.3 to 11 pounds of plutonium annually. During the infamous space race in the 60s, we produced it ourselves. And after that died down, we decided to buy some from Russia. We bought 36 pounds for over $45,000 an ounce. And frankly, quite recently, we've run out. Making plutonium is quite the process. First, because it is used for nuclear weapons, it requires super tight security. You have to get through a plethora of checkpoints, and there's also armed guards. But once you get past all that, you're not even in the building yet. But once you get to the building, you would come upon this massive warehouse-sized room. And inside that room is essentially a 40-foot deep pool. And inside this pool is where they make the plutonium. They have a core, they have a reactor, and they have all the equipment in the pool. It's sitting in the pool so it absorbs radiation, in case you're wondering. And what they do is they take neptunium, which is a close cousin to plutonium, they put it in the core, and they let science do its thing. It breaks down atom at a time, and then it creates plutonium after about 2 years. And even then, it's only a few micrograms of plutonium. In 2012, NASA spent $10 million to fund an experiment to create plutonium-238. And this experiment could last up to 8 years, and it could cost over $100 million. So why do we go through all of this just to produce a minuscule amount of power? According to the article Deep Space Mission by ExploreDeepSpace.com, we have an intangible desire to explore the boundaries of what we know, and where we have been has provided exponential benefits to our society for centuries, enriching our lives and bringing humanity closer together. While relative small amounts of plutonium-238 are needed, it's still a massive expense. Generally, you only need a few pounds per space mission. According to the article, NASA struggles over deep space plutonium power by Lee Billings for ScientificAmerican.com. For some missions, solar power is the way to go. Because it's so expensive, they've been looking for alternatives, both our space agencies and foreign ones. For missions closer to home, solar panels just make sense, because the sun is literally right there. Still, some can't be done with solar power, hence because it does require the sun, so it's just impractical. With plutonium, most missions we have ventured on would not have been possible. The Voyager mission, which left over 40 years ago, is gathering scientific data on the edge of our solar system, and it's even carrying a message for aliens. Cassini, which is helped us study Saturn, its moons, and it's also helped us test Einstein's theory of relativity. The Hubble telescope, which is helping us map out our amazing universe, and as well as gives us all these great pictures. Without plutonium, the Mars rover wouldn't have gotten to Mars, let alone be able to tweet us about it. Without all these discoveries, the Spitzer Space Telescope might not have been able to discover those newly habitable planets that they found a few weeks ago. And currently, NASA is working on a spacecraft, Orion, which will be powered with plutonium-238. And this spacecraft will be able to take people to multiple deep space locations and return them safely. Human technology is always advancing. And human technology is always advancing, and the creation of plutonium-238 was just the start. Anyone can be involved in space exploration. All you need is a pair of eyes, or imagination, and if you're feeling fancy, a telescope. But for deep space exploration, it starts with plutonium-238. Thank you.